What's up, guys? Viper PV here, and today I got Liftoff on my Xbox. They were kind enough to go ahead and send me out a code for review, and what I wanted to go ahead and do is just go ahead and jump right into gameplay and also into just how it feels. But I wanted to just be right up front with you guys. If you are into FPV right now, you're already flying, or you're flying on PC or some type of simulator, this is not the game for you. And I say this is a game because it is really a game due to the fact that there is no transmitter support in either the PlayStation 4 or Xbox version. I've heard of people being able to use one of those Chronos USB things that you plug it in, plug a controller in, and then it's able to like do it over, I guess, using the controller link, using a transmitter. I've seen some people doing that on the DRL sim, but I'm not sure if that will work on Liftoff as of this recording. But what I really wanted to go do is just kind of give a big dive in. If you're interested in picking up this thing, maybe introduce yourself to FPV, because this is exactly what this game is. This game is for beginners. This game is for beginners. It's people who have not flown before. It's people who are interested in an FPV drone for the first time. Or maybe for someone's children to, get into a different hobby, or maybe their father is into, aircraft and RC wings and maybe even quads, and maybe they have some children they want to go ahead and get into the hobby. This is a really nice introduction because Joshua Bardwell is actually in the game, and he's actually like your instructor. And he kind of shows you a real generalized overview of everything on the quadcopter. So I wanted to kind of let's go ahead and dive right into the game and show you exactly what Liftoff brings on consoles. So starting off, we have all of these menus here: single, multiplayer, tools, options, and then we're going to go into the workbench and show you some additional quad settings that you can make. And I'm going to refer to it as a quad or quadcopter in this video, as that's what we say in the FPV hobby. We do have the workbench here with all different types. You can change your motors, your battery, your camera, your frame, all that stuff. Real cool jazz. Same stuff that's in Liftoff on PC. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys in single player and quick setup just what I'm talking about with the control system on this Liftoff game. How it's not really suitable for what we do in FPV. So it does kind of teach you some bad habits, but it does introduce newcomers and beginners to the hobby and even gets our name out there as this even being a thing. So when you go ahead and throttle up, I mean, it's just so touchy. I mean, you can't really control it really whatsoever, especially in a racing environment, which this is really suitable for. Besides acro, you really can't do any other flips and rolls. As you're going to see here, I mean, I'm trying to really pay attention to how I'm with the throttle, because it self-centers. So that's a real big problem with the controller setup here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the settings that you should be using, regardless, I think, of level. It just makes the game so much easier. So we're going to go ahead and go over here to flight options, and then flight options, and then we're going to go over to, instead of being on acro and everything on, we're going to put everything on full assist along with the altitude. And that should pretty much make it go a lot better. And we're also switched it over to third person by hitting the little start button, I believe, on the Xbox controller. And as you can see here, I'm actually flying it. It actually can fly it around a track. I know I missed that one gate there, but that's okay. I'm just trying to prove a point that it is 100, maybe 1,000 times more controllable, and I think this is how the game is meant for you to play it. So if you're trying to use this as a simulator, unfortunately, that will not work with this game. So remember how I told you Joshua Bardwell was in the game? Well, here he is. He gives his advice, helps you pretty much get up and flying in this video game, literally. And it really just gives a really nice general overview of the FPV hobby. So let's go ahead and jump into what I like, what I dislike, what my thoughts are on this. So I did want to say that some of this footage is B-roll that Liftoff did provide me, along with some of my own footage I recorded off my DVR on my Xbox. This is actually some of the footage that they provided me with to share with you all. And really just wanted to give you guys my 2 cents of if this is something you should pick up, or maybe something you should wait maybe on a bargain bid or maybe never pick up. But it is a fun game. It is fun when you just realize that it's a game and not an FPV simulator, like they do advertise it on Liftoff, the simulator on PC. And really, it is fun to kind of get your kids involved or get somebody that's normally not into this type of hobby. Maybe they're into racing games. This is exactly what it will be pretty much considered as a racing game, kind of like your Formula One. One of those games from Nintendo. I think it was F-Zero. That's it, F-Zero. So that's, I mean, it's kind of like, type of a game like that. It's kind of a futuristic-y type of game, but it's something that's actually going on, and it's kind of fun. But some things I didn't like, I mean, obviously it's not having controller support, transmitter support, actually, because you really can't fly, you can't do flips. This is not a freestyle type of game, so if you're thinking you can just get this and do some freestyle, unfortunately, that's something you're not going to be able to do. But if you just want to get into racing, pick up a similar on PC. I mean, that'll be my actual sense. But if you're looking at it as a video game perspective and just something to pick up and play and have some fun and level up, because it does have some progression systems in there. It also has a few more maps than I showed you here on video. But if I had to give this thing a score out of 0 out of 10, I probably would give it around a 4 or 5, because it's nothing without that transmitter support. I really do feel it is lacking, in that it's really kind of isolating the people that actually would want to pick this game up from actually purchasing it. But this is Viper FPV, and if you found this video helpful, go ahead and give it a like, leave a comment down below. But I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you guys in a future video. Peace.